No way out for people giving descriptions, trying to describe how someone feels when you wouldn't know the feeling. Like who at top and who not, wait, who hot and who dropped. That's a life and death situation to deal with. Opposites similar, a famous person to an average worker. So who's really real? Who's really real? Time is committed from a loss, thinking how things went wrong. That person becomes dedicated to making sure from being heard. The words are applied to a plot, going over the scene that way of some being dismissive to a situation of not hearing at all. Trying to understand without the storyline becoming too much. How the weight is more than real, looking towards another flow. A different way to say goodnight. What a time to see everyone. What a time to see everyone for how that seems to be soaking in the tub. I want love, the way I breathe, calm, too excited. I wanna know how she is, only thing in my life I thought of. I am who I will be, to believe, contain or consume part of my right. Pardon me, I need to see some space to where moving forward to continue on is awoke. So I awake, how I smile to getting what I want to nothing at all. No way out for people giving descriptions, trying to describe how someone feels when they wouldn't know the feeling. Like who's hot and who's not, who's at top and who dropped. That's a life and death situation to deal with. Opposites similar, someone famous to an average worker. So who's really real? Who's really real? Depending on how serious life is, there's no questions for what goes wrong. Just one who suffers from being reminded to one who wants to let go. So what they're dealing with from others comes to a stop. That is one who doesn't try to understand, giving up on reciprocating with the conversation. While on the other hand, letting go for that person is too much. Being humiliated in front of a crowd, losing touch with another life. Trying to figure out if life is worth giving a second chance. Peer pressure is building a no tolerance for mistakes. Growing up with that similar way of how the same reaction keeps going on every time. Thinking only why, how life will be different 10 years from now. Music like where you at, no way to stop. I smile, love today, tomorrow's a new time. Stop what I do, I will not. Attitude of willing to return the favor. Anything that happened, no way to save you. I'll let them take pictures, no way to blame me. Revenge is not involved. No way out for people giving descriptions, trying to describe how someone feels when they wouldn't know the feeling. That's a life and death situation to deal with. Who's hot and who's not, who's at top and who dropped. That's a life and death situation to deal with. Opposites similar, someone famous to an average worker. So who's really real? Who's really real? No way out for people giving descriptions, trying to describe how someone feels when they wouldn't know the feeling. That's a life and death situation to deal with. Who's at top and who's not, who's hot and who dropped. Opposites similar, that's a life and death situation to deal with. Opposites similar, someone famous to an average worker. So who's really real? Who's really real?